Hello guys, welcome back to the Diva universe. So in today's video I want to talk with you guys about debt. So I was having this conversation with my friend, and she was telling me that yeah, she doesn't like debt. She wouldn't get herself into debt, blah blah blah, all of these things. And that is fine and that is great. Like, I believe that everyone has the right to believe whatever it is they want. But I wanted to come here and share like my perspective and my view on debt. Now, I want to also make clear, like 90 things of like 100% of the things that I share are things that I have embodied, believed, and or I upgrade because I genuinely don't have the same belief. Like, I don't have the same beliefs that I had like last year. Like, some core beliefs I do have, like example God, but some other beliefs I just don't have. So one of the things that I want to share about debt is, like, first off, debt is an illusion. Now, I know that sounds rich, like everyone says that, but I genuinely believe that debt is an illusion because, like, where does money come from? Like, money is a construct, that money is a concept that has been created for us to be able to do exchange, for us to be able to trade. So before money, it was slavery, property, land, gold, and then goods. Like, you would exchange goods. Like, back in the day, if we didn't have money, so we would exchange goods. Like, you have 6 cows, I have 6 sheep, I would trade 2 cows for 3 sheep, stuff like that. And that is how people would do trade, and people would like basically buy off each other, right? So I'm not sure where I got this idea, but I was very young. Like, I have shared with you guys where I have talked once with like the moon, which at that time for me was the moon, but it was like God, baby. It was like my angels. And I was telling them, like, I don't understand why I'm here on this earth and I'm going through all of these things, and like I'm quote unquote suffering. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you put me here on this world to suffer, then take my life. I'd rather die. And then the moon replied to me and said to me, like, this world is a buffet. It has everything that you want. So it's all about you believing that you're having it and wanting it. And ever since then, I changed my mind and I started believing that the world is open for me like a buffet, and everything that I want is available for me. And I was like 12 years old or something like that. I was very young, like I think younger than that. And ever since then, like, you know, I started having this really desire to move abroad and go study abroad. Like, I had this freaking like thing in me that I wanted to move abroad. I wanted to go and study abroad, and I had this idea of living this life, traveling abroad and making so much money and doing this and doing that. And I started telling like my friends, like when I was super young, that I'm gonna move abroad and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, right? Now, fast forward, when I was 20, I was basically preparing myself financially to move abroad. And at that time, I was working as a sub-commercial director at Zara, and I was making like 10K a month. And people were like, I was telling people like, yeah, I'm gonna move abroad, I'm gonna leave, blah, 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 all of these things. And people were like telling me like, yeah, why would you do that? You have such a good job, you have such a good position, like why would you leave all of this to go and create debt? Because I was planning to go study, but I was also saving to go study. Like, I wasn't depending on like borrowing money to study. Like, I was depending on my own savings, and also partially on borrowing, but not like fully like most people do. So I just started receiving all of this like backlash of people telling me like, why would you go abroad and create debt? Why would you like create financial debt for yourself? Blah, 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 all of these things. And I remember just thinking like, I remember listening to people's advice and all these people telling me like, yeah, don't go study abroad and create this debt if you're not sure, like life is not easy abroad, you're gonna get discriminated, you're gonna go through racism, you're gonna go through all of these things. And I would just listen to them, and for me it was like I would listen to them, but I would not take their advice. For me it was like, okay, that is your experience, that is your belief, that is your reality, but that will not be my result. That would not be how things are gonna work out for me. And so I had to like block all of these like stories that people were telling me of like studying abroad and getting in debt and all of these things. And so what I basically did is like, I was just like, F it. I believe in myself. One second. And I was like, F it. I believe in myself. Like, for me, it was like, all of the things that your guys are telling me, I am grateful and I am thankful for all of this advice and all of this information that you guys are sharing with me. But just because this was your experience or this is your belief, doesn't mean that it's going to be mine. Like, this is my reality, and I will define how things will go out for me. And I wanted to share this with you guys because a lot of the times when you share your goals with people, when you share your dreams with people, or when you share when you're gonna do it with your life, a lot of the times people want to like project their negative belief, their stories, or their ideas on you. And it is very important for you not to let that affect you, not to let that story be your story. You know, like, just because all of these people were telling me like, moving abroad is difficult, you're gonna create debt, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, I never let none of those stories affect me. I would like, those stories wouldn't even go into my head. Like, they will go this side and out on the left side, because I will be like, I don't care. Like, I trust in myself and I believe in myself so much that I know that I'm going to make it. Like, I'm not scared of death because I trust myself so much that I know that 70, 40, 50K is nothing. It's coffee money. Like, I'm gonna be making 10 times that money. That why would I stress myself, or why do I care? And it is about having that ability to trust in yourself, to believe in yourself, and to know that whatever it is that you put your mind to, you will get. And you will get to experience the life that you want to experience based on the story that you create for yourself. Just because other people, just because 90% of these people have these stories or have these experience, well, I'm gonna be the 10% that is gonna be different. Why? Because I said so, and I choose to believe, and I know so. And this is something very important for you to have when it comes to debt, because a lot of the people want to project their limiting beliefs, their scarcity mindset, their lack onto you. But if you have that gut feeling in your heart that you know that this is something that you're meant to do and there's something great coming out of it for you, then believe in yourself and trust yourself regardless of the stories, regardless of whatever it is that people are saying, because just because that is their experience doesn't mean that it's gonna be your experience. And I just didn't let none of these things affect me. And I came abroad, I'm finishing my degree, and I'm basically like, you know what's crazy? That a lot of people will say like, yeah, you're gonna have so much debt, blah blah blah, how are you gonna be paying it? Girl, I don't know, but I know that I will be paying it back. I know that 40, 70, 100K is nothing for me, because that is a money that I will be making in a day. And that is on betting on myself. That is on trusting myself. Like, just because I'm studying doesn't guarantee that I'm gonna have a job or that I'm gonna have certain amount of salary. Like, nothing guarantees that. Like, studying doesn't guarantee that you're gonna end up in a good position. Do you know how many students end up like finishing their degree and doing a job that they didn't even study for? Or they don't even get the job within the degree that they study for? Like, nothing in this life is guaranteed that after I finish my study, I'm gonna have this certain type of job to be able to pay that back. No. But do you know what is guaranteed? Is me. I bet on myself. I am my guarantee, not my degrees, not my diplomas, not the certification and all the papers and all the experience that I have. No, it's me. It is the belief and the trust, the inner knowing in my fucking heart that knows that I'm gonna be making XYZ amount of money, that knows that I'm gonna be making so much money that when I pay this shit back, it's like paying for coffee. Because that is so how much money I know that I will have. And that is on what? That is on betting on myself. That is on trusting on myself. That is on knowing that I am capable of doing this and trusting myself to do so. And that is the problem with that. Like, a lot of people don't like that because they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their future self. They don't trust their ability to make these things possible. They don't trust themselves, and that is fine and that is great. But I trust myself. I believe in myself, and I will bet on myself 1,000 times. Why? Because I know who I am, and I know what I can get, and I will get it. I gotten it already. I already have it. So there is no debate. And that is on betting on yourself. So to me, that is like the ability to bet on yourself and trust on yourself so much that you're willing to put yourself in a financial riskful situation right now, because in the future you know that you will have this money. You know that you will have whatever it is that you need to have. 1 second. People don't have that, and a lot of people don't have that belief. They don't have that trust, and 90% of these people want to project that on you. And I just wanted to make this video to share with you guys, don't let people's lack or limitation or projections affect you. Don't let it come into the right ear and get out on the left ear. You trust yourself. You know yourself. You bet on yourself. Don't bet on your studies. Don't bet on anything that is not you. Bet on you. Bet on God. Bet on the ideas, the desire, that thing that God gave you in you, that you just know it, that's gonna happen for you. You don't have to know how. You don't have to know when. You just know it's gonna happen. Point blank, period. And it doesn't matter if 100,000 people went through that experience. That's their experience. Their experience is not your experience, because you get to choose your experience. You get to choose your fucking reality. Like, who the fuck are these people? Who are they? Nobody. So why are you gonna listen to a nobody? Don't make no sense, girl. That is the video that I want to share with you guys, and that is just my perspective and my belief and how I see things, and that is on me believing in myself, trusting myself, knowing myself, and nobody can change that, period. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.